particularly good either, because now you're going to get shot from the other side. Speaking of getting pinched, they did get pinched whilst trying to do the pinching. Too many pinches going on right now.
Yes, it's looking really horrible now for Kick. Xako is still alive and still has full shield. Tiaka, one bullet and he's dead, and if not dead himself, he'll be dead to the zone. And it looks like he'll just be waiting for his teammate maybe to get back into a position to give him a res in a safer position, or get the banners, because now he has been finished off. So Kick just forcing their way through that choke. It goes one of two ways. You win the fight, you move up. You lose the fight, you're out of the game. As Xako now has to try and loot, and I should say try and survive to get back to those loot boxes, pick up those banners and get back into the game. But Alliance now bang center zone here, Dan, using this rock cover and trying to force these teams inside of Lava Siphon to have a little fight with each other in third party.
And on the other side, you've then got Fenerbahce on the edge of the circle as well, also kind of just being pretty annoying to all the teams that are trying to get into the circle right now. But it looks like Alliance might have to fight for their spot pretty soon, and they are going to push up on this one. Here's an engagement.
Yeah, I like this. Hackers has got a knock, so now you're going to see Vipes moving in off of that communication. There's going to be a stick, and this is going to be about as clean a wipe as you could possibly want from Alliance. Just need to survive for now. They managed to get all three without taking much damage. Beautiful push from Alliance. That's the confidence we needed to see.
That was just a one flush, that one. No more was needed. Alliance now, though, might be under a little bit more pressure. So they do have the decision of, do we back off? We take that high ground we had before, use that natural cover that was helping us out. As Lecita France, again, they're looking to maybe try and make a move. These snake buildings, we said it was going to be a priority for a lot of these teams.
Well, now you're going to see them pushing into GMT, and GMT might need a GNT after this one to recover, because it is not looking good for them. They will be eliminated, and it's Lecita France with 4 kills to the name of Joke now, who made that tough move, that tough rotation, and now they have control of this building.
And we were saying the team playing in the vault was probably going to be sitting pretty, sitting comfortable, and they might have thought so too, but that zone is pulled right back towards Lava Siphon. There is going to be buildings that are within it now, so it's not going to be as much open terrain in this next one. So certainly we're going to see teams try and make their way, try and take as much of the building that is possible to keep them safe, because usually, for the most part, surviving in a building is easier than surviving in open ground. But look at all the teams fighting whilst rotating here. It's so difficult.
Alpha Draft is going to be knocked as well. That's going to be Catboys. I can't get it out. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's pretty much perfect, to be honest with you. But they are going to get that knock, and now they're going to be looking to finish off the final 2 players. The bridge might be a pretty good place to play, but I'm pretty sure there'll be some teams who have already got residents of it, or moved off, I should say, from their previous residences. VJX hit some good shots with the 301, can't quite convert it, and it looks like another ping's come, so they might be looking for KP here. It's going to be a tough move for them, but having those teams in front of them might give them the opportunity to pick up some points.
Ooh, well, Cat Boys, if you say like Borat, it just works.
Yeah,
it flows naturally. We'll get Kate to say it later, because she's dressed up as a cat as well. But they currently are in a good spot to do some damage, but it's not going to be a good spot in approximately 20 seconds when that circle moves in, because there is going to be so many teams looking from the inside out, just being a real, like, thorn in the side to all of these teams that are trying to rotate in. Zeta Division are holding a spot in the low ground, which is going to be within the next circle. That might be a nice spot to play, but we'll have to see how many teams try and take it off them, or are just kind of forced into that area.
Well, not for the first time today. Fenerbahce in a really, really good spot, but Zeta Division, this is looking tough for them at the moment. The Rampage is going to start singing a tune, and the tune is going to be a knock picked up there. So they will have a little bit of a chance maybe to reset. However, Taskmaster's going to have to do something magic, and he does it here. I mentioned this man's tracking an aim, and there is a great example of it. However, Taskmaster taken down, Sunset taken down. It falls down to 9 Impulse to clean up the damage, and it looks like Zeta Division will survive for now, at least, as Alliance now find themselves in a fight. And it looks like, once again, it's a fight they will win.
As expected, a lot of teams just forced into those who had already taken the early residence of these low ground spots that weren't necessarily safe. They weren't buildings, but they were areas where you can hide from the cover from the upper ground, and you can wait for those teams to arrive late. But that was bloody nuts, what I just witnessed. And that is what you expect from teams of this caliber, teams who have been in the ALGS for quite some time. You know, they're winners. They are the teams that we've seen win games time and time again, and you need that clutch potential to do so. We'll have to see whether they can push on to maybe recover. You can see all 3 of them back up on Zeta now. But Zeta and Alliance, they're the outsiders, as it were. Everyone else has kind of found their way closer to the building, but those building players do have to move out. Look where their next circle's going.
Well, let's jump into a listen-in with Alliance now, as they've been fighting their way through half the lobby. I'm sure the comms are going to be cool and crisp, but the adrenaline's going to be high.
I'm walking up.
I have.
Walking up.
One on ground roof. Care that. I did 50 to the ground roof for you.
Oh, I got it. I'm shot back. My die. Fuck, I got to queue back. They're pushing. Look.
I'm looking.
Just be aware, Huggies, there's a...
Yeah, I'm phoenixing.
They're making a TP.
Close on me.
Be honest.
Coming here.
We're right above you, hackers, as well.
Yeah, we called it. I'm porting you, keep porting you.
Yeah. He didn't see me.
Take it fast.
Take it
Blind as fuck. Rush him, I've got back. You can rush through. We just walk up late, they're fighting. Place, walk with zone and fight left. Walk with zone and fight left. Yeah, ulti that. I'm naming it. They're bubble zone, bubble gun, ulti boys, ulti.
Ulti now.
Play slow. We can play right side, and get angles.
We have so much time.
Yeah, shoot them. Give me.
Knock one. I'm coming. Crack. Low.
Batting. One more.
Nice,
Walk up. Valko there. One fucked up, one is home.
Give me. Doming.
GB dead.
Heal up.
Healing. We're going this late. We're going this after.
Yeah, I'm going up.
I'm nading it now.
Going up.
Well, what a time to join Alliance, because they're wiping the lobby away here, Dan. Great shots from the triple take, but now it's not looking so comfortable for them. Alliance down to just one. Hackis will be eliminated, but some good KP picked up in this game.
Alliance are down, Zeta are down, Fenerbahce are losing players, Lasik de France lost a few, but Odin gamers are watching all of this unfold, and they are shredding right now. They're picking up their KP, the kill leader is Vic, and it looks like if they can carry on playing this way, they could be serious contenders to win this game.
Going to push the bubble as well, just to try and finish off this team. They managed to do so. The armor swap will be there for Vic, and now they can turn their attentions away, but Gambit Esports trying to find their way up from the low ground, and it looks like they may have found somewhere to climb. Invictus Gaming, another team who are inside this top three. I mean, for Gambit, this is going to be a tough little move for them, but they found somewhere to play, and they might be sneaking behind Odin.
Yeah, they're going to be forced into Odin here, and this is perfect for Invictus. Invictus will very happily watch this unfold, hope that damage is done, hope to see a knock, and then they get involved. If they've saved their ultimates, this could be a victory for them as well, but it all comes down to who Gambit push, or whether Gambit just try and play this one, whether they try and force a fight, whether they try and push Odin into Invictus. It's all just ring around of roses at the moment.
Yeah, they've managed to force Odin away, so that's really, really big here for Gambit, and now it's just trigger discipline. Whoever hits the biggest damage here might think that it's time to go and might force a fight for the third-party opportunity. Shots coming in with the wingman from Hardeki. A couple of 45s going to dink away at that armor. They do have some shield swaps there, but they're not going to be able to use them because that zone is being forced in behind them. Invictus doing a little bit of damage, but so is Hardeki now. Invictus pick up one as well. Odin are the team who are being focused.
Yeah, Odin unfortunately get caught between the two. They're the meat of the sandwich, and now we're down to just two squads.
Straight
Invictus
3v3
versus Gambit, and it is a 3v3. Well, it was a 3v3. It's a 3v2 now.
Hardeki goes up against one, can't get the armor swap though. Invictus swooping in. It's Artico versus the world, and the world will win, and the world is called Invictus. They pick up the win here in game number 3.
And they're welcome that I didn't predict them this time, because that's what happens when I predict Invictus. They just don't succeed. But in this particular occasion, they played that final circle perfectly on set. They waited for Gambit to get involved, and then as soon as they saw Odin taking some damage, that's when they jumped in. They joined in, they got the wipe, and then they took the 3v3.